Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member, I want to thank you for your patience. I appreciate the ability to ask a few questions because this is important stuff. Assistant Secretary Newland, I want to thank you for coming out to Montana to meet with the tribes and see the conditions that we're having with law enforcement there. And so I appreciate it. It is clear that we need more resources going on the ground. We need more police officers. We need more people. So can you tell me what the BIA has done since your meeting with Northern Cheyenne to improve officer recruitment, not only for that reservation, but for all of them?
Thank you, Senator. And I've enjoyed my trips out to Montana.
Yeah.
In fact, I spoke with some of the Fort Peck tribal leaders here and expressed my desire to get up there because I haven't been there. But related to law enforcement, we've made a selection for a chief of police at Northern Cheyenne, and that person is expected to start next month.
Right.
And we continue to work through some of the difficult issues directly with Northern Cheyenne. I know one of the related issues is staffing at the Rocky Mountain Regional Detention Facility.
Yeah.
We've got offers out to 10 people to come on board with us there, which would increase our staffing there by 50%.
Okay.
And we have also set a hiring goal across BIA law enforcement for this fiscal year of 138 positions.
And the question becomes, how do you reach that goal? And this is really important. And, you know, Northern Cheyenne may be the tip of the spear, but there's problems in everyone. In fact, we got folks from Fort Peck here today. We appreciate them coming in. They will tell you the same stories you heard in Northern Cheyenne, okay? So we just need more people. And so anything you can do, and if you need our help on how you get aggressive with hiring, don't be afraid to ask, because I think this is really important. 638 programs are pretty successful. Those are the ones, and correct me if I'm wrong, that are run by the tribe, correct?
Yes.
Yes. The federal government, how do you, if a tribe decides to do their program on their own, how do they get their money? Is it based on per capita, or how's it based?
It's based on the level of services and funding that we would expend for providing those services.
Okay,
directly.
so that's what I wanted to hear, so let me flesh that out a little bit. So let's say you spend $100,000 with the BIA providing law enforcement. If the tribe takes it over, do they automatically get $100,000, or do they get something less than that?
Under the way the law is written, as I understand it, is we are supposed to negotiate with them for that amount plus contract support costs.
Okay, so let's talk about on the ground. How does that translate? Because you know where I'm going with this. I hear from tribes that say, hey, the BIA is spending $1 million and they think we can run this same program for half that money. Are they lying to me, or are they telling me the truth?
Senator, it's somewhere, I'm not saying anybody's lying to you.
That's good.
But the reality of the way this works is that with 638 contracts is our existing obligations across Indian country in determining secretarial amounts for tribes that came in early affects our calculation.
So I would just say this, and I think this is on you. You're a good man in this job, and I appreciate the work you do.
Thank you.
But if you've got a tribe that's complaining about not having enough resources, at a bare minimum, you should look and see what the BI is spending before they took that contract over. Add some inflation to it, because that has impacts, and get them the money. Because you can't run a police department on air. It takes dollars, and it takes people, and people cost money. Thank you for the work you do.
Thank you.
Continue to stay on this. This is a huge issue. Director Sal, I've heard from Blackfeet Tribe in Montana, their current vacancy rate at their local IHS facility. Listen to this, 50%. They got as many people gone as they got working. And it could take a long time. I'm not going to give you time. It'd take a long time to get folks on board. Is there anything that you're doing to expedite the hiring process? You know, Blackfeet's a challenge, but everywhere in the country, once again, Fort Peck's back there, they can tell you the same story there. What are we doing to expedite hiring?
Thank you, Senator, and good to see you again. So a couple things that we're doing at the Indian Health Service. One, I referenced earlier the work plan that we have posted on the IHS website. And one of those areas that we're focusing in is on workforce and trying to make sure that we're maximizing all of our resources to get the people that we need at the table. However, as you said, overall, IHS has a 28% vacancy rate throughout every category of staff. 40% for mental health providers is also what we're looking at within that.
It's in a
within that.
crisis. What I need to know from you, though, is we prioritize it, but what the hell does that mean? What are we doing to
So-
get people on board? And
So-
once again, not unlike law enforcement, if we need to be a help on this committee, tell us what we need to do so you can bring more people on to Indian Health.
So we continue to strategize in terms of how we improve this, and that really is streamlining the onboarding process in the front line. At this point, we are looking at every resource that we can, using social media, using the technology that we have to get information out there regarding the jobs that are open. We're also looking at housing subsidies to make sure, particularly in the Billings area, we have the housing subsidies that we need to try to attract people and be more comparable with the rates out there. We're also utilizing, for example, the $3.5 billion infrastructure bill monies. We are looking for 500 engineers.
Okay.
So what we have done is centralize that hiring so we don't have 12 different regions
Good.
trying to hire.
So if the holdup is you, we can help. If the holdup is some other agency, let us know. We've been down this road before. I don't need to give you the statistics on lifespan of Native Americans. It has more to do than just healthcare, but healthcare is pretty fundamental to that, okay? So this is important. Last thing, and then I just got to go. I got to let you guys go. Assistant Secretary Newland, there is a Fort Belknap water settlement, the last one in Montana, that we dropped in. Hopefully it's dropped in by today. It'll be dropped in this week if it isn't. I need you to really pay some attention to that so we can get this thing done. Like I said, it's the last one in Montana. And I just, we worked on the bipartisan infrastructure bill to get some resources to get these projects done. We can get it done, but it's going to require you to be a tough negotiator on your side, but a fair negotiator, okay? Thank you.